things and hopefully just make it a conversation afterwards. So my background is in industrial design, product design at University of Buenos Aires, my city. But I never really worked with physical products. I transitioned from the get-go to digital stuff. I'm currently finishing a master's in open design, which is interdisciplinary design. How do we communicate with other knowledge? This is one of my passions. Really, how we create that those interfaces to communicate with people who really think differently than we do. I also come from design thinking. Been in the D school in Potsdam. I think a lot of the things you get to do as a design thinker will come naturally to us, but I think it's still a pretty cool toolbox to share this with people from other disciplines. So I think it's very powerful. And my past as a UXer comes from this company over here, Globant. You probably don't know it in this side of the world. It's an Argentinian company, but it's pretty big in Latin America. And it was traditional UX work. Working agile, crafting digital products, usually the only UX in the team, together with a visual designer, a bunch of developers, in getting digital products done. I was there over 3 years. But then I had this feeling that I share with UXers from all around the world, I'm pretty sure it's happening here as well, is that you feel kind of confined to a screen. You feel that there's a lot of things going on that cannot be solved from just a purely digital experience. So that, among other things, got me to this, to the Civic Innovation Fellowship. You heard the challenges, they're amazingly cool, and they had this very, very real life kind of thing. It was not develop an app to do whatever. That might be the outcome if it's really required for the context, but that was probably never really the idea. So that was really, really into that. So the challenge we tackled was challenge number 2. It was Roy Rao, comes from China, and he works more with the process side of thing, and me. It was delivering high quality medical care for mothers and infants through design at the Barangay Health Centers in Marikina. Was from like the brief. They knew there were some problems with queuing. They knew there was some problems with how the whole process was being handled. There was a lot of complaints from citizens, angry citizens on Facebook. It was a big thing. So the city knew they wanted us to look into it. So we did our homework. We went to the field, talked to people, lots of people. Not a lot of time. We have 2 weeks. So we talked people from the city level, staff from the field, mothers. We went down and looked for mothers, also not in the health center, but in the neighborhood, to find out why they were not coming, why your mom, you have to do 4 checkups, what makes you not go, what makes you not be able to accomplish those processes that you are supposed to be following. And we found out that a lot of the problems behind that was not necessarily an efficiency thing, as it was initially showed or put in the brief. It was something a bit more deep. It had to do with how people communicate and how people how patients relate to the health system in general. So we talked to people, we mapped it out. This is a journey map. I'm pretty sure most of people working with UX or service or other related disciplines are familiar with, but this was basically gathering all the insights we have from our research and trying to put it in a line, taking into account all the different phases of the relationship you have with the health center. From the way you consider to go, where you start thinking of going, all the way to the way you actually go, if you do, or if you don't, why you don't actually go. So we're trying to just map the different events we had discovered on our research, and start to map a list of opportunities or places where we could intervene to create a a more interesting relationship, a more positive relationship between patients and the health center. So we discovered in our process that the way the health center works today is pretty much process-centered, and it's done pretty much from the perspective of the health center itself. That is, it is every piece of information, the process and everything is done by the doctors, and in a way it's done for the doctors and for the efficiency of the system itself. It doesn't really take into account the needs, the motivations, and the feelings of the patients involved. How do we see this? Things like we visit health centers. It really depends on which one you go to. The local doctor has a lot of, it really impacts the way things are run. But we saw a health center that was like highly efficient in the way everything was being handled. Like the queue was orderly, everything was running really, really fast. But then like we talked to some moms, it's like, yeah, actually, the first time I came here, it wasn't all that nice because they expected me to know what I should be doing, but I've never been here, I don't know what's going on, and they just kind of dragged me around. Not that nice, that kind of things, that's the things we were hearing. And I think one of the challenges you have when doing user-centered design in this context is that it really takes a lot of work to get a full insight. Because people will tell you, yeah, everything is fine, yeah, everything is nice, because of the fact that they're getting free healthcare and free medicine is already really good for them. So it takes a lot of actual work to get to the insights, because they are not readily available. And it doesn't mean that everything is fine, it means that things are working, but it takes a lot of work to get to the things that are not. So through getting to their experience and all that, and getting to the experience of the people they know, or the neighbors, or the whole community around, we discovered there was kind of a, that the way the whole center was organized was not really patient-centered. So this was just for you to have an idea. The whole process was 2 weeks. This was late first week, more or less. So we decided to focus on a section of the journey and then do whatever we can with all different sizes of interventions to make it more patient-centered. So from the arrival to the welcoming of the patient to the waiting moment, wayfinding to see where you have to go, and actually the interaction with the doctors. So that's the piece that we selected in the time we have to make the intervention. So we developed, this is like the final version, but there was some others in the middle, different pieces, different like very small things that create a more peaceful and above all open and friendly conversation and dialogue between the patient and the health center. I think the most important piece of all is the one here in the middle, the waiting time. That is a poster that pretty much tells you how the process will go and where it will happen. So when you get a number, it's on the welcome counter, and then you will go to the registration part, and you have to wait in the middle, and then you go get your children weight and measured, and then you wait some more, and then you get a vaccine. That's the kind of thing people don't know the first time they go there. And we have a very good thing that is that the process changes a bit, but doesn't change all that much from day to day. So it's not really that complicated to make this process visible for people. Also, identifying the waiting times and making them more apparent is very important. These moms have a lot of work to do. It's really a lot of effort for them to stay away from their house for 2 or 3 hours. So letting them know where is the most important time of waiting and how much will it be if that is possible is very important. We need to design patience, and we need to design that moment for it to be as less stressful as it can be. Because if it is very stressful, they won't come back, and it's very difficult to get them back into the system. So basically we created kind of like a welcoming sign that you can change, kind of like a calendar, so you can change it every day, telling what's happening there. You have a welcome number that's a bit more like a kind of friendly way of using it. This poster I told you, wayfinding pieces, so it's kind of like stickers that go on the floor, so you can navigate to different parts of the health center, and on the different counters of the itself. And then for the interaction with the doctors, kind of like a more relaxed less threatening kind of ID, so saying like, hi, my name is blah blah blah, and I'm here because I care about something else. We can show why people is there. We thought one of the biggest untapped potential we saw in our research is that patients are actually very grateful of the care they're receiving, but staff do not feel recognized or valued. They don't hear thank yous all that much. So what we thought is, what can we do from a design perspective to make this happen? How can we make the whole system a bit more friendly so that this kind of interaction will happen? We cannot change the fact that they get paid very little. We cannot change the fact that there's just one doctor, there might be much better things. There's two of those things as constraints that are given. We're not going to change capacity of the system. We're going to make small interventions that can actually be done. So then it's not just the previous part, and we thought it's not just about the user, the end user patient, it's also about the policymaker that will make the decision that this should be implemented, and it's about the civil servants and all the people that will actually deliver the system. So that's why we created this idea of having like a kit that can be just like the prototype version we had, with all the stuff inside, and there's also like an instruction sheet with all the stuff that goes there and some other things. So how can we make the experience of turning your health center into a more patient-centered health center? So it got really, really nice reactions to the mayor from Marikina City. He says he wants to get it delivered and done. There's still, this is obviously a prototype, you guys know that. But still it's good that he's on board. But yeah, it's still something we need to bear in mind. I mean, the idea is that we need to iterate. I mean, yeah, we need to iterate on this, of course. That's maybe for the next one. And then the takeaways, kind of the things we learned along the way. And especially, I mean, for those of you working in UX, what is maybe different from everyday working with digital products in a private industry to public sector, local governments, that kind of thing. So know your stakeholders. Obviously, this is always important, but especially here, like, there are many patients who are not familiar with the stuff we do and how we do it. So we need to identify, we need to treat them as a user in a way. We need to identify what are their motivations, what are their capabilities, and really, what are their pain points in the way they do things, and try to devise a strategy that really is aligned with their needs. Because eventually, those are the people that will deliver the service you design. So the earliest you have them on board, the more they are into, the more they co-create the solution with you, the more they will be on board, the more they will know about it, the better. So the earliest you discover that and you develop a relationship with them, it will be much better, much smoother. Then understand the context. The context in this setting for me means politics. Where does this project goes into the big picture? Who cares about this and why? What has been tried before and failed? What kind of is there any kind of aversion to what you're doing and why? Does the color you're using represent another guy? Just know about it and play. Those are the rules you need to be aware of. Yeah. So I think this is also very, very, very important. Every big company has politics inside. This is not just public sector, but it's still good to remember. Respect your users. This one is very important. We always say we should, but just as a reminder, we should really do. People that is from very, very different backgrounds from where we are. We need to just double check, triple check when we're doing research, that we are just being respectful of them. Just getting an insight is not an excuse for ripping someone off and having them cry just to really get some things. You have to be respectful and you have to double check. And especially like for me, coming to the Philippines, I really needed to rely on my partner, on my colleagues in the city staff, just to run my stuff with them and just to make sure that I'm not being disrespectful by asking if you had a reward in this package, what would it be to a person that it's really complicated to ask that question. Embrace your limitations, and this one comes from prototyping. Actually, we did this laser cut thing, and of course, the material I have here was very different than I'm used to have, and things did not work. We have to pivot. Just be mindful of, and this, I mean, the more technology-oriented your solutions will go, the more this will come into play. We decided to go lo-fi from the beginning because we knew this would explode if we went somewhere else. But still, lo-fi and everything, we needed to at one point rearrange and pivot to get to a good report. And think ahead. This goes back to implementation, which for me is the biggest theme on service design thinking to some degree, and UX to some degree as well. Today, everywhere in the world, in every context, is how do we make sure that the crazy, cool, amazing user-centered experience that we design will eventually be delivered? How do we make everything in our power to make sure that whatever we dream of can be and will be delivered and accomplished? So in this sense, it's super important to test and to probe your partners and their capabilities and make sure you go with them and make delivery this a good part. So of course we're not going to deliver it, we're going to be gone tomorrow, so it's very difficult to be with them during the implementation. But still, whatever you can do, however you can facilitate, do documentation, editable files, whatever it is that you think they might need, just in case do it, because otherwise